Hola, hoy toca entrenando a noobs, hombro, pecho. Estamos en el gimnasio. Así que nada, ahora hacemos el entreno.
One time in my life I felt that. What was my purpose? And sometimes you graduate out of high school, you look for that job, you look for that career, college, degree, you still question, is this my purpose? All I want to tell you, until you find the center of your being, you will continue to walk and live, going through the motions. And how many people out there right now go through the motions? You may be making $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $200,000, $1 million a year. You may be making $10,000 a year and not happy, going through the motions. Meaning, you go to job, you go to your work, you're not happy. Come home, you're angry with your parents, angry with your wife, angry with your kids, angry with yourself, not happy. Can't have a good time around your friends because your mind is wondering, what's my purpose, what is my purpose? Especially for men. Because life is very, very challenging for men. They expect us to be leaders. When I say they, I'm talking about God created a man to be a leader, to be a fighter, to set examples in his home, in his house, for his wife, for his kids, for other men around him that look up to him. And how can you do that if you don't know what your true purpose is? Or if you're not happy with yourself and your position and where you're at? So let's take money out of this equation. Let's start talking about the purpose and how you're going to find your purpose. One piece of advice that I can give to you to find your purpose is to spend time with yourself. Spend time away from distractions, away from people who distract you, who take your time away from you. Now, when you talk about taking time away from you, I'm talking about taking time away from the things that you may enjoy. You may used to write, you don't do it anymore. You may used to sing, you don't do it anymore. You may used to read books and you don't do it anymore. You may, whatever your hobby is, try to get that back into your life. That's one part of your purpose, because you have this gift that you're not exercising, that you used to exercise, and you decided not to do that. That's one way of getting back into the groove of who you are and what you're created to do.
High-intensity training principle will guarantee optimal progress. While it is true that each of us are unique as personalities, it is also true that we are physiologically alike, making our training requirements practically identical. Yes, there are those who will gain faster than others, owing to differences in existing levels of fitness into the age and in innate adaptability to exercise. The important point to remember here is that you will grow progressively larger and stronger muscles only when you train with increasing levels of intensity. This is universal and applies to all human beings.
It doesn't take a fucking scientist to fucking logically understand what I'm saying. The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck it takes to reach your fucking goals.
Talented? I wasn't talented in bodybuilding. Any genetics? I didn't have any, I wasn't talented in business, but the thing is, I was telling David about this earlier, I had this attitude that I can do it. There's nothing I can't do. If I can squat 400, 535 or how many, 23, whatever it was, I can do it.
Nos centramos en el medio y estiramos bien el pectoral. Vamos arriba, cuando cerremos, echamos para arriba, no para aquí. Echamos para arriba para la tensión y estiramos bien los codos. Tenemos que disfrutar los bíceps. Estiramos bien el pectoral y arriba otra vez. Ahí para arriba.
You must retain a clear image of your purpose. Once your goal is sharply but realistically defined, all that remains is carrying out your plan. Don't, however, worry about your individual potential. Potential is only the expression of a possibility, something that can be assessed accurately only in retrospect. In other words, you'll never know how good you might have become unless you try.
I had that gym, and that gym taught me a discipline. It taught me sacrifice, and it just taught me how to trust my decisions, And when I started trusting my decisions, I started seeing changes that I was in control of, not anyone else. This sport is definitely challenging, and I've learned a lot.
Bueno, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo de hoy. Ha estado bastante intenso. Han sido pocos ejercicios, pero bueno. Nos vemos mañana en espalda. Y espero que os haya gustado.